Hallo Leute und willkommen zurück zu Genshin Impact. Und ich dachte mir, heute spielen wir die Story von ähm, wahrscheinlich Ventis und Hutaus gemeinsamen Event. Und da würde ich da denken, wir starten hier auch direkt mal rein und dann gehen wir hin. Und wo sind sie denn da? Und schauen mal ab, was abgeht. Würde ich mal sagen. Bin ich mal gespannt, wen wir hier gleich treffen werden. Oh, ich sollte vielleicht richtig treffen. Aber wahrscheinlich werden wir Chao sehen. Nee, Venti und Futao schon direkt.
Looks like you're having fun. What's the occasion this time?
Oh, do I spy a traveler and a Paimon? We were just talking about you. This is more serendipitous than finding Mora after face planting on the road.
Hallo ihr beiden.
It's been too long. I'll bet you have some thrilling new tales from your journey to fill me in on. I can see it in your eyes.
Unsere Reise ist schon immer so spannend gewesen.
Excellent! I knew I could count on you. What were you talking about before we got here? Something fun?
We were talking about one certain traveler and how two's company, but three's a crowd, as the inseparable duo tore around to that, making 4 friends here and 5 more there, often at 6s and 7s as they brave the lakes and seas, collecting pieces of 8.
What the... Shortly, you may attend a grand banquet at Stonegate. All will be dressed to the nines for majestic food and fine wines. And after 8 long drinks and 7 shorts, they'll each write 6 lines 5 times. You've been to all 4 corners of the world, so in 3 short seconds, can you guess from these 2 stanzas of one speech each what this event is about?
Ein Zeltfestival. Ich denke mal ein Poesie-Festival.
Correct! It's a poetry gala, and Mondstadt and Liyue are hosting it together. Do you still remember the promise I made to the distinguished director Hu here during the lantern rite?
Oh, something about writing poetry together?
That's right. At the dinner table that night, I just knew this young bard was a rare talent with exceptional taste. You know, it's rare to encounter such a kindred spirit.
Oh Mann.
And now, I finally seized the chance to collaborate. It took me much trekking across the land to petition Eugene Terrace and contact the Knights of Favonius, but eventually, in the spirit of friendship and poetry sharing, I managed to successfully organize the neighborhood.
Weird name.
Liyue's poetry is known far and wide, and Mondstadt is the city of wine and song. With 2 nations teaming up, it'll be double the fun. And the Hutao and I will be the co-hosts for this poetry gala. Of course, I haven't studied the various forms and formalities of Liyue poetry for very long, so please forgive me.
Not at all, Venti. You followed my lead most excellently.
You flatter me.
Well, this sounds like fun. Let's get involved.
Gut, ich schreibe auch gern Gedichte. Gut, ich freue mich auf eure Gedichte.
Oh, I'm sure you'll be amazing. Remember that time in Liyue when Paimon gave you the first half of a couplet? Wind rises, winds never churn. You came up with the second half right away.
Mit Wolkenher zum Wolkenmeer.
Oh, looks like someone's got a knack for this. Perhaps we'll have to raise the...
Alright, so basically you guys are here to discuss the activities for the poet.
Looks like little Paimon's brain has gained a wrinkle or 2. You guessed it so
Huh?
We came here hoping to invite a special guest.
I already told you, I'm not going.
Uh-oh.
Chao, you're here too.
Never having penned a verse myself, how could I hope to judge the poetry of others? Besides, afflicted with karma as I...
Hey now, there's a first time for everything, right? We all start from itsy bitsy spider, but give it a and you don't even have to join us in person if you really don't want to. You can just watch the party from a near, but at least head down and take a look first. It's right by the inn, and there's plenty of fun activities to get involved with.
Besides, with the renowned traveler here, what is there to fear?
Das wird ein Spaß.
I'll consider it.
Es wird nicht sehr Gut, ich glaube, auf ihn können wir verzichten.
It's nearly time. Why don't you all head to the venue and take a look around? Quite a few of your friends should have arrived.
Yes, that's right. Venti and I still need to discuss the poem for the opening ceremony. So, we'll catch up with you later. Plus, our Adeptus friend might need a bit more convincing. We'll see if we can coax him down.
Ich glaube, das bringt nichts.
Gotcha! We'll be on your way then!
Venti, mal gucken. Was habt ihr denn noch zu sagen?
How about that for an opening?
Yes, I like it. But I think we should lead with a bang, dip into a... Got it?
Got it.
Oh Mann. So gut, gehe zum Steintor. Was, da hinten müssen wir ganz hin? Na gut, dann kürzen wir doch mal ab. Verputzt.
So lively! Didn't think there'd be so many people here already. And a lot of them are familiar faces. Let's go say hi.
Ja, wir werden Hallo sagen. Gut. Oh. Da sind Namen vergessen und die Rittermarkt. Auch Name vergessen. Auch Name vergessen. Oh, scheiße. Das ist nicht gut. Das ist hier oben. Oh. Alter, ich kann mir echt schlecht Namen merken. Ah, ich weiß, dass der Eisjunge und dass der... Ah, Chongjung. Shingshu. Ja, mit denen sprechen wir dann zuerst.
Wow, look who's here. This pup...
Hey, Shincho and Chanyu are here.
I was actually heading into the mountains to train, but he accosted me on the way and dragged me here.
Oh, how your words wound me. Is it not the responsibility of an exorcist of Liyue to ensure that besides, this is an excellent opportunity to meet heroes who have come from far and wide. Surely, you must be curious at...
Are you talking about Noelle? Yeah, she's super...
Oh? Well, since you are so well acquainted, could we trouble you to introduce us later?
Shingshu ist am Simpen.
Okay, fine. But don't forget to help me with my investigation like you promised. That's the...
Huh? What investigation?
Naturally, I could never forget such a thing. My...
So. So, dann gehen wir mal als nächstes zu... Ah, Mona! Nee, Mona ist das nicht. Das ist jemand anderes. Das ist Diona. Fast. Fast.
Traveler in Paimon? Are you here to mix drinks? That's right. I was specially asked to attend this event on behalf of the Cat's Tail, and I'm also here as a mix-up. You're representing Mondstadt's wine industry? Of course I hate it, but it's also a perfect chance to destroy the reputation of Mondstadt's wine business. What? Huh? All I need to do is add some gross ingredients to the drinks, and I can create the... Paimon thinks you'll end up getting the opposite result.
Wenn du willst, dass sie die Finger von Alkohol weglassen sollen, verbiete es doch.
Wait. I ain't about to mess this up.
Viel Erfolg.
Are you gonna write some poetry with us too? Poetry? I've heard plenty of bards sing in the tavern before. You should join in. It'll be fine. If I have time.
Ja. Na gut, Noelle und Mika, was habt ihr denn hierzu?
Oh, it's the traveler in Paimon.
Are you here for the neighboring nation's congenial poetry gala as well?
You said that with a straight face? Is Paimon the only one who thinks it sounds weird?
Seid ihr die Repräsentanten von Mondstadt?
Representatives? We were sent here by the Knights of Favonius to help maintain order and set up the venue. But I didn't really do anything useful so far.
No, that's just not true. Your efforts were indispensable. You selected the venue, drew up the layout, and so on. Also, you're the...
What? No.
Well, does it feel like these two could...
Anyway, Master Jean did say that as long as we keep on top of our work, we should take a look around, but I haven't written much poetry before, so I'm not sure if I'll fit in.
I actually have the same concern.
Es gibt für alle alles ein erstes Mal.
Yeah, plus, we won't be alone. We're joining too! The Travelers.
Really? In that...
Perhaps the challenge of writing poetry is a rite of passage.
Paimon wouldn't go that. But anyway, no doubt.
Sure. Maybe you can teach me.
Oh, Mika beat me to it. I was gonna ask for help too.
Wir können zusammenschreiben. So. Nimm an der Eröffnung der Veranstaltung teil. 26 Minuten. Okay. Dann machen wir das mal. Plötzlich weht ein Windsturz, der die Anwesenden
Poems and melodies wandering the wind, wafting to pastures beyond their home.
Two greedy fishies struggling to swim. They ate so much that their
Animal crystal fly draped in gold robes, a bright little light from that blaze lantern glows.
finches pinch the rice and scoot while the boars of the forest anxiously root.
Welcome, one and all, to this festival of poetry. Join me.
Or, in full, the neighboring nation's congenial poetry gala. We're your hosts, Liyue's verse-monger of the darkest alleys, Hutao.
And Mondstadt's liquor-loving lyricist. The purpose of this event is to promote friendly poetic exchanges between our two nations. So please, have fun, talk to other people, and make...
If you're here, you're our guest, so please enjoy.
I'd also like to reassure everyone that this event welcomes people of all skill levels. If you ask me, the most important thing you can bring to writing poetry is authenticity. That means reaching deep down to all the thoughts and feelings you usually hide away or struggle to express, and putting them into words.
To help everyone really cut loose and enjoy themselves to the fullest, Venti and I have carefully prepared 3 themes. Let's get right to it. The first theme is Riddle Me This.
Solving riddles, huh? Interesting.
Whew. I'm glad they're not making us write sonnets or something right at the start.
Does everyone see the lanterns hanging around the venue? These have been specially prepared. Simply write down your riddle and hang it on a lantern. Then Venti and I will select a few to pose to the crowd. We'll now give you some time to write down and hang up your riddles. Feel free to walk around and talk with the other contestants to get the creative juices.
And with that, the neighboring nation's congenial poetry gala has a...
Aber warte. Erstmal muss ich noch was Kleines, eine Kleinigkeit regeln. Warte, wo haben wir sie denn? Wo haben wir sie denn? Ach, hier.
This world is full of unsolved mysteries.
Jo, oh. Ich muss doch erstmal noch in Stimmung kommen. Weil mich stört hier gerade das Blau. Deswegen sind wir jetzt eins mit der Geokraft. Ich finde das einfach schöner. Wir sind ja sowieso gerade in Liyue. Obwohl Mondstadt wäre, glaube ich, auch gar nicht so schlecht. Wäre beides passend, aber wir machen das erstmal so. Fühlt sich besser an. Ich finde so, ich passe lieber gerne die Farbe ein bisschen an. Kommt je nachdem, in welchem Bereich man ist. Das schließt sich schön in die Atmosphäre mit ein.
Oh, let's see what's on this lantern. A tender sigh for home. How far the flowers... Okay, someone from Liyue definitely wrote this one.
I just read that one too. Liyue's poems seem pretty difficult to grasp.
Dreams? Sky? Is it talking about some kind
So it means something like, this thing's really far from home. It's in a vast area, and it's flying really high. Is that it?
Kurz und deutlich, klar und
Oh,
prägnant.
you're amazing, Paimon! Oh, it looks like I...
Not nothing, really. Once you've spent enough time in Liyue, you just sort of pick up on these things.
Oh, I know exactly what you mean. Back when I was out with the Grandmaster on the expedition, I started...
But back to the riddle. We still haven't actually solved it.
Something that flies high and far.
Oh, that makes sense. And Mondstadters believe that dandelions...
But maybe we're missing something? It can't be that easy. After all, it's a riddle from Liyue. What would their equivalent of the What do you think, Traveler?
Ich denke, Löwenzahn ist die richtige Antwort.
Great! Then we'll have one answer ready to go when the game begins.
Der Schlüssel liegt in den Gefühlen.
Right, just like Venti said. As long as the interpretation makes sense and reflects our perception of the poem.
Well, no matter what the real answer is, the guessing's all. Let's go look at the next one.
Oh, yes. I want to see if there's any Mondstadt-style riddles.
Viel Spaß. So, was habt ihr zu sagen? Okay.
We couldn't cajole Adeptus Chow in the end. He said he'd take a peek from the peaks, but that was all he'd agreed to. It's a real shame. I had the perfect poem for his entrance and everything.
Ja, vielleicht ist er hier irgendwo.
That was a good little opening.
Entweder er wird hier sein oder da. Mal gucken. Oder vom Bangchang Gebäude. Restaurant meine ich.
This one says. Oh, this handwriting is just awful. I have 4 corners like a square pancake, but I'm stuffed and oh wow, Paimon's drooling from that one.
Oh, Paimon. You have to look past the surface level meaning with riddle.
So have you got any ideas, Shincho?
Well,
Xingqiu just hung that riddle up a moment ago.
Oh, so this is Shincho's riddle! You know, Paimon was expecting you to write something a little more...
this festival is about building friendship and mutual understanding. With so many friends from Mondstadt present,
Hey, not bad!
not a chance. You'll have to wait for the answer to be revealed, just like...
Mimi!
If that's how you feel, why don't you try and stump me with a riddle of your own?
Maybe Paimon will! We'll see who steps who! Traveler, you'll help Paimon come up with a riddle, right?
Natürlich.
At least you're nice to Paimon.
Then I look forward to seeing the...
Prepare to get stumped!
Sieh dir das dritte Poesierätsel an. Was wird da wohl stehen? Oh. Also die...
Even though Paimon said she'd write a riddle, let's start by reading a few more of other people's friends. On 4 long legs, my slim body sits. I eat not a bite and drink not a is this talking about some kind of animal?
Scheinbar. Aber Tiere müssen essen. Es muss etwas anderes sein.
It's a chair! Huh? Diana, how did you guess it so quickly? No, of course I didn't write it. The answer just popped. I'm always telling the cats in the tavern that the chairs get tired from working all the time. So they should use them to sharpen their claws. Oh, okay. So a rib. Are you trying to write one? Yep, and thanks to you, Paimon.
Maybe I should try to come up with one too.
All right, Paimon's riddle is now hanging up. Diana, do you want... Nah, no need. I don't really care. Oh, okay then. Well, sure, have fun.
Aha. Warte, bis das Poesiespiel beginnt. Da bin ich mal gespannt.
Hey, looks like everyone's about done mingling and riddling. Venti Genji and I have selected several riddles from everyone's contributions, and we added a few of our own to the mix for good measure. Sure, if your riddle gets selected, remember that you have to announce the correct answer at the end. Anyone who guesses correctly gets 1 point, and if nobody guesses correctly, the writer of
Of course, when the riddler reveals the right response, it only counts if everyone agrees that it's not.
That's right. Now, if there are no more questions, it's...
Hopefully they'll draw at least some that I can get. Oh no, does only the first person to solve it get the points? Ugh.
Please choose Paimon's riddle. Please choose Paimon's riddle.
Riddle number 1. Let me see here. This riddle is, unique, especially the handwriting.
Oh nein.
I have four corners, like a square pancake, but I'm stuffed and seasoned and carefully baked. I pass through the chipped lips, one piece at a time. The more you consume, the broader your mind.
They drew Shinchos!
Better answer as quickly as you can. You don't want someone else beating you to it.
You brat!
Even without the author coming forward, I can confidently declare this answer wrong. I mean, how does eating pizza broaden your mind? And while I'm no expert in exotic dishes, if I'm not mistaken...
But eating pizza makes you happy, and being happy...
Es macht dich nur runter.
Okay, Paimon admits she may have jumped the gun on this one.
Maybe it's some other kind of food. No. Riddles are never that simple, and it needs to be something that makes...
If Paimon had known it was gonna be this tough, she'd have read more books in her time.
So, das ist... Paimon.
What is it? Have you got it?
Buch.
Huh?
4 Ecken und es sind viele sesamgroße Zeichen darauf geschrieben. Beim Lesen gehen die Wörter durch die Lippen und dann wird man klug.
Oh, gotcha! Bugs! The answer is bugs!
That was quicker than I expected. I was quite proud of that one.
Oh, it appears the riddle writer has announced the answer. Okay, 1 point to Paimon.
Huh? So the answer was books? Oh, how did I not get that? Come on, Mika, concentrate.
We're awesome at this! What Paimon meant to say was that you're...
On to riddle number 2.
I gotta get in there first this time.
High above the wispy clouds, amidst the gloomy snow-filled shroud, standing alone on an icy stage, beneath it every lowly sage. Looks like a poem from Lila.
Ist bitte einen leichten Fuchs allein auf einer eisigen Terrasse stehend, darunter jeden Dünge.
Oh, it's...
I got it!
Looks like those two have some ideas. Could it be some kind of plant?
Mika, please go ahead. As a full Knight of Favonius, you represent all of us from Mondstadt here.
No, how could I?
My answer isn't necessarily correct. Besides, it's first come, first served, and you beat me to it.
No, I didn't.
How gracious and considerate our fellow competitors are toward... How about both of you say your answer at the same time? If you're...
Oops, I didn't realize we'd made such a scene.
Oh, crud. I guess we, So, Noelle,
Yes, let's. Our answer is...
Cecilia.
Oh, that certainly sounds like a good candidate for the correct answer. A flower that blooms on the highest peaks and known for... although, since the writer hasn't yet come forward to announce the answer...
Oh, I can't believe I was wrong. Maybe it's a plant from Liyue.
Is the answer Genshin? The poem does evoke a strong sense.
Correct. I wrote this one. Genshin is the right answer.
No! Shinjo got it before Paimon Paimon could.
However, after listening to the host's description, I do remember reading about Cecilia flowers in a book once. They definitely fit the description of a pure flower standing proudly and alone on high.
Die Frau hier ist sehr eigenartig. Ihre Augen leuchten.
So, I'd like to approve the answer from... Really? Oh, thank you so much!
Well, since even the Riddler themselves agrees, all...
Darn it! Shincho's caught up to Paimon already!
Es sind noch viele Rätsel. Ist nur ein Punkt. Keine Sorge.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Moving now to our third riddle. Huh? What's got no wings but flies in the air, never gets tired of floating up there? So full of mora it comes out the nose, but in the sea, glug glug glug, down it goes.
Kann auch fliegen, wird nie müde. Egal wie lange es in der Luft da. Mein Bauch ist voller Mora. Wenn es ins Meer versinkt, geht das Gluck Gluck unter. Niemand kann es herausholen. Vielleicht ein Schleim? Es hat keine Flügel, kann aber fliegen.
That's Paimon's! They picked Paimon's riddle! Yes! What is it? Why isn't anyone guessing?
That's not quite it. More like, it's so ludicrous.
What? No way! Well, go on then, tell us!
The answer is Paimon.
What?
Es kann nicht fliegen, hat... Ah, nee, sie hat ja keine Fliege. Oh, scheiße. Mist. Jetzt macht das auch mit dem Mora
It's
Sinn.
Paimon.
Die Antwort ist Paimon.
I was actually gonna say Paimon too.
Me too.
No! You're all completely wrong!
Paimon. Do you have wings behind your back?
No.
You're always floating, but you never seem to get tired of it.
Paimon has a very healthy appetite, which must cost the traveler a lot of mora and meal expenses.
I've heard from the senior knights that the traveler rescued Paimon by fishing her out of the sea. So, that means Paimon can't swim. So,
Glug, glug, glug. Wait! Now Paimon's doubting herself. What was the answer again?
Denk noch einmal darüber nach.
No! You're all wrong. The answer to Paimon's riddle is obviously the Jade Chamber!
Is that so? I still maintain. In fact, if we just added 2 more lines to the poem, it would be the
Huh? What do you want to add?
the traveler's companion and talkative guide, a praiseworthy presence always by their side.
Sehr zu offensichtlich.
Aw, do you mean it? Can we really add that part?
Mit Fug und Recht. Paimon, du bist der allerbeste Reisegefährte.
You think so cute? Okay, then Paimon would like to announce that the correct answer to the riddle is the widely adored Paimon!
Great! And with that, the widely adored Paimon has gifted a point each to everyone who answered just now.
Oh Mann.
Guessing riddles is a lot of fun. And even though Paimon didn't manage to beat Shinto, Paimon's... didn't Changyu mention he was investigating something before?
Ja gut, Leute, aber bevor wir mit Xingqiu und Chongyun reden, würde ich sagen, wir beenden diesen Part für heute. Bis dann und ciao.